We'll see if it shows up on
The
my.
broadcast is live. Good
See if
morning.
anybody shows up. Well, Jonathan's
Happy
here.
Thursday.
Jonathan's here. Yeah, happy Thursday. It's garbage day here. Don't you wish there was a garbage day on YouTube where we
Yeah,
could
right.
just
Oh God, yeah. Throw out the trash day. We can
yeah,
make it.
throw
We
out
can
the
make it
trash.
garbage day on Thursday. We can officially do that here. It's garbage day on Thursday and YouTube
It
land.
is
We're
actually
going through
garbage
that.
day. It's garbage day here. Let me tell you. Shoot.
What?
It's pouring rain here. It's like coming down in buckets. Like it's terrible. Hello,
Yeah, it's
everyone.
raining here too. It's raining here
Hello,
too.
John.
Jonathan, good morning. How are you?
Hi, Scott.
I
Nice
thought.
to see
Good
you.
morning,
We didn't
Scott.
know if anybody would show up. We were just talking about the little boy, Quentin.
So sad.
Yeah. We don't want to I don't want to, talk too much about it because I just can't stand to hear about children, crimes against children. It just bothers me so much.
I'm just disgusted on what's going on with children. I really am.
It's, what, is it more? Is it
Yes.
happening more, or is it just we hear about it more because we have the internet and we have, you know, we have more access to information now
Well,
than
it's the internet, and I think it's happening more, and I think God is showing us more. So things are happening more and more. Hmm.
and have you heard anything about that guy, that serial killer or whatever he is?
I haven't yet. No, I've
And
been
what was
looking.
his name too? Like he had a
Haslet. Haslet.
Hazlitt.
Yeah, that
That's
that guy that
another
looks like
thing.
Grizzly Adams or worse.
I know, and that's another thing that you hear a lot about too is like serial killers
Hmm.
and crimes against children.
Yes.
Like it's just terrible. And if you read up on some of these kids have gone through, it's just heartbreaking.
Yes, I agree, Scott. It's both. We hear more on the internet, and it's making it easier to hurt children. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's scary. It is. It's really scary now. We just have to really protect our kids even more, and it's a shame. I mean, when we were growing up, it was just
Well, when we were growing up, we could go outside and play, ride our bikes, and my mom would say, "Be back by 9 o'clock." Do you
or
think
when the
people
yeah.
would do that now? I would never do that now. I would never tell my
No.
grandchildren to go outside, ride their bikes, and come back at 9 o'clock or when it's dark out. Are you
Mm-mm.
freaking kidding me?
Mm-mm.
I'd be trailing them on. I'd be watching their every move.
Yeah, you'd be scared. I
I
would be
know.
scared.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan. Because you would. I'd be scared. Like, where's my kids? Where are you going? Where are they at? No, mm-mm. You stay where
Well,
I can see you.
now they stay inside. They play with their tablets, and their big punishment nowadays is if you send them outside to play, even if it's in your yard. If you have a nice yard and you want your kids to go outside and play instead of being on their tablets, texting or playing video games all day, they don't want to go outside and play. They just
Right.
don't.
Yeah, Scott. When we were growing up, our parents knew the neighborhood, and you knew the people in the neighborhood. Everybody knew everybody, and
Well,
it
that's
was.
like trick or treating too. We
Hmm.
went trick or treating in the neighborhood. I mean, we didn't worry about getting poisoned. Now all the kids go to the malls. That's where
Yeah,
they go. They go to the malls. That's
even that
probably
you have
why
to be careful.
they go to the shop. Well, because they're sure that they're getting candy that's, not tainted.
Hmm.
Because I don't know who, was it you that
Hmm.
said, someone said something about someone was tainting candy with fentanyl.
No, Jonathan said that.
Oh, it was Jonathan. Okay.
Hmm. And then someone said that they make it look like Skittles.
Good God.
I know.
That's
The
scary.
Parkland shooting trial is live too. That's another thing that's going on. The verdict. of the Parkland shooting trial. Remember that? That's
Which
been
one?
going on.
Which one?
The Parkland shooting trial.
Oh, is
Remember
that
the
going
kid?
on? See, I don't
Hmm.
even pay attention to all the trials. I watch crime and stuff, but I don't watch everything. I just
Okay.
don't.
And the other one where the guy was a couple years ago, where the guy ra- um, ran through that parade with his SUV. I think it was about his
Oh,
girlfriend, and he ran her down, and like six people. Um,
that's terrible.
I saw a couple of things on that, and he was in court, took off his shirt and started having a fit and yelling at the judge. A couple times they had to just take him out of the courtroom. Guy's crazy, absolutely crazy. He's representing himself too. That's
Well, that makes him a
that's
fool
going to go over
of
well.
everything else.
Yeah.
Because when you what do they say? When you represent, when you use you have yourself as your lawyer, you have a fool for a client or something,
Yes. Yes. You have a full client.
something like that. Yeah.
So, and then one of the things he wanted to take, I guess, I don't know, it was something about taking a COVID test, and she wanted to see the results. And he says, well, I don't see what the relevance is in that. And she goes, well, you asked for it. So now that you have it, I need to see it. And this was going back and forth. And I was like, oh my goodness, what the hell? Just show her the damn paper. She said, I have to see it anyway. So if you're not going to show me, then I'm going to have to restrain you, and I'm going to have to ask, the guards to give me the paper. And
Right.
he goes, well, it's somewhere in here, and I'm not going to look for it. So they had to restrain him. They had to take him out of the courtroom. And yeah, that's right. Good morning, Ash
Hey,
274. That's
Ash.
what she said. A man who represents himself has a fool for a client.
Exactly.
So
24/7 news started us on the path of repetitive information. They repeat the same over and over. Well, yeah, but it's scary. And they just
it
found
is like
a
brainwashing.
guy went missing in Pittsburgh, around Pittsburgh, and that Adventures with Purpose
Yeah,
found his car in
really.
the river here. Yeah. And I guess apparently they've found a bunch of cars and some have bodies in them. I think maybe it was a dumping ground for the mafia.
So there was bodies in the car. Was it?
Not in all the cars. There's
Uh,
some cars in the river. We have like
oh,
Pittsburgh has,
was it the Mississippi River that there were so many cars that they had that were going along?
no,
Because
no,
I saw
not in
that.
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Not
okay.
in Pittsburgh. But I guess they found a bunch of cars and some had bodies and some didn't.
Okay. Yeah, because there was one that I was watching was this kind of the same thing. There were some bodies and some weren't, and it lasted through the night. But they had to hurry up because the river was rising, and
That's got to be the most scariest thing in the world.
I
Can you imagine being trapped in your car and like
no, I have a fear of that, of drowning.
drowning?
Uh huh.
My
And
mother had a fear of drowning. She almost drowned when she was a kid. She was deathly afraid. That she said, "I'd rather die in a fire than drown."
no,
That's what she said. She would
oh
tell
my
me all the time
goodness,
because she
no,
almost drowned when she was a kid. And she said,
no. Well, we used to hang out by the creek by our house, and when the creek froze, we would walk on it. And me and my girlfriends were walking out one day, and I heard it cracking. So
"Oh God,
I turned to go back down, and my leg, it broke, and my whole leg went in it. And my girlfriends were laughing, and I'm like, what are you laughing about? Help me. And it started, and as I was grabbing the ice around me, it started cracking. So my girlfriends ran, and they pulled me, both of them just pulled me out. Hey, Rex.
I would never want to drown or burn or suffocate or hell die." Really,
Exactly.
Rex?
So that was scary.
Yeah.
I said, I'm never going to walk on I don't care how frozen the ice is. I'll never do that again. I was in seventh grade, and I said, never, ever do that again. My girlfriends were like, I thought you were kidding. I was like, did it look like I was kidding?
No, I think drowning would be terrible. I remember seeing a video on YouTube where they put the Al Qaeda put a bunch of guys in some cage, and they lowered the cage into a swimming pool, and
Yeah.
they drowned all these guys. They're prisoners. And I was thinking, what a horrible way to die that would
Right.
be. And they all seemed so calm. I started watching it, and I couldn't finish watching it. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no.
Right. I don't want to be serial killed, tortured, and such. How awful that would be. So I take all possible measures to avoid being serial killed.
Well,
Yeah.
there might be a serial killer that just got caught, actually, Ash. What's his name again?
Last name is Haslett.
Hazlitt.
Dying
Sir,
in my sleep at 100. Anything else is unacceptable, Scott. Yeah, exactly. That would be the.
that's how my mom passed away. She passed away. She went to sleep one night and passed away in her sleep.
Oh yeah, that was gruesome. I saw that once on YouTube with they beheaded a girl for telling.
Oh, I couldn't watch a beheading.
I wasn't expecting it, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I turned it off, and I said that was real. That was actually real. It was with the cartel. I said I will never see this again. That was like embedded in my head. It was disgusting. Yeah, it wasn't it gruesome. It's disgusting.
See, I never watched it. I mean, I think they showed a beheading on YouTube, but I could never watch anything like that. Blood and guts and gore, no. Thanks. So there's a new show or
On Netflix
on
starts today.
Netflix called The Watcher.
Carla and I are like
Yeah, we couldn't
we're,
wait till
we're
it
counting
came
down.
through.
We're actually going to watch it at midnight, but I was like, I am
But
not.
it's supposed to be based on a true story.
Thank you,
So
Timothy Haslett. Yes, look him up because he
yeah, he
kidnapped
had
a girl and
a
held her.
girl
Yeah,
escaped from his house. Didn't she escape from his house and knocked on the neighbor's door?
she escaped from his house, went to a neighbor's door. And
Asked him
it
to
was
save
it
her.
was actually a grandmother, and she took her in, and she said she was very malnutritious. She had like what the grandmother described as like a mean dog collar around her neck, and it was so tight she couldn't breathe. So they had to, when they cut it enough so she can breathe a little bit. And they waited for the police, and she just kept saying, "Please, please don't eat." She didn't even want her to look out the window until the cops came, because she said, if he knows that I'm in here, he will kill both of us.
But didn't they find some bodies in his yard?
I don't know. They didn't. No, they won't. They're not talking about
But
that.
didn't she say something about
She
there was
said, my friends are gone. He killed my
yeah,
friends were
he
killed.
killed my
So,
friends.
yeah, that's all she would say. And then the grandmother's granddaughter, they interviewed her a couple days later because she lived in that house, and the grandmother called her, and she says, people are saying that I'm a hero. She says, I'm not a hero. I just did what God told me to do. And she said, I heard her screaming at the door, and I was hesitant, but I said, it sounds like she's really means it. So she brought her in, and she said, she's this skinny little thing, and she had little short shorts on. She barely had clothes, and she wrapped her up in a blanket. She was so hungry. And she said she fed her and called the police. I don't know now. This girl was on um, TikTok saying that she was standing in line with her child, and she said this man takes his child to the same school as my child.
Hey, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy B.
Can't stay. I have to run out soon. Oh, thank you.
Uh,
It's okay. Don't worry about it. No worries.
they showed the news where cartel shooting at police in Mexico. Wow. Um, so yeah, he had a dungeon in his basement. He did. Oy,
Yeah.
you watch all sort of gruesome stuff as long as it's not animals. Yeah, I know. That I can't handle either. What they do to animals.
Well, I think we see it more, Ash, because we're we're on the internet. We
They
watch
put everything.
news. It's 24/7. We can just type in something in Google and find, just type in serial killer and you'll freaking 20 things will
Right.
come up.
Yeah, because they don't.
Like I said, they just found that Adventures with Purpose just found a guy that went missing. He just went missing like recently, and supposedly there's all kinds of cars down there where they were diving, and some have bodies and some don't.
Yeah.
So
No, there aren't too many ways of dying. Too many good ways of dying. That's true.
can't do that, Rex. Last time I dropped a link for you, you kept saying the N word.
It's interesting to see. I don't want it to happen to me. Hell no. But it's just crazy to see so many ways one can die horribly. I know.
I know, it's scary, isn't it?
And now,
Or
with this
killing
little,
yourself by jumping off a 20-story building.
well, like this little boy, they're saying that the grandmother is snitching on the mother and saying he's in the landfill. And
Ugh.
now
Well, so does that mean the grandmother? Does that mean the grandmother knew?
Yeah, she's
So
snitching on her,
she
saying
knew that
she's
her
going to be
daughter
right. She knew about
had
it.
killed her grandson.
Yep. Yep.
It's okay, Rex.
Plus, I see like gross stuff at my work. Lots of car wrecks and some pretty bad ones. If only money could be spent on ventures with purpose. I know, because they do.
They've got 2 million subscribers.
I
I
know.
remember watching that channel when they had maybe a couple 100,000, and
Remember, they just started off and they had nothing. It was like they built up such a good
no one knew
rapport.
who they were, but they've managed to. I can't remember what they said, how many people they've found, but yeah, they found a lot of people. But
They did.
how it started
And
was,
when they started, it was all their money.
well,
Their
no,
own
they
money.
used to go scuba diving and just
Mhm.
find like things like, what they could find. You've scuba dived,
Oh, no. Yeah, I
right?
scuba dive. That's great, but I would never want to see a body floating past me. I would freak out. Mm-mm.
Have you ever heard that, Ash? Why is somebody calling me? Always happens to me. And then I get kicked offline.
The sound when someone hits the ground after falling 18 stories. Oh, really?
Have you ever heard that? Like
Mm-mm.
100 or so. I
The 9/11 jumper.
Anderson
I know.
Cooper's
Remember that? What 9/11?
Anderson Cooper's brother killed himself by jumping out a 20-story uh, uh,
Oh,
20-story building, and he dove off the side of the balcony,
really?
went down head first. Can you imagine landing on your head? I mean, you have time to think about it. There's no change in your mind after that.
Oh, no, 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 no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, mostly, yeah. They don't show that.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. There's like, did you guys ever watch that show, A Thousand Ways to Die?
No.
Oh my God. That was good. They would show like stupid ways that people have died. Like one guy went to lean against, they were in a high office building, like in the 20th floor or something. And he leaned back on the window
Mm-hmm.
and the window shattered. He fell to his death. It's a good show. It was a good show, except then you're freaked out about doing everything.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But I would not want to be tortured. I would not want to be kidnapped. I would not want, my family to,
Mm-mm.
worry about where I am. And nor would I want anybody that I know or any acquaintance of mine or family of mine to get kidnapped.
There was
I
some
just rather,
firefighters shooting on a documentary on 9/11, and you can hear people hitting the roof above them, and the sound
didn't
even.
they yeah, say it was like a cement hitting
Oh
the ground.
God! Oh,
It was just like a big thud. I think didn't one firefighter die like some woman fell on him?
no, no.
Well, she jumped out of the building. Of course, it's either burn to death or jump, you know.
Yeah.
And I think one of the women that jumped and landed on him, and he passed away.
Oh, I remember I was at work and I saw
Oh,
that, and I'm
you
like, they're
remember when
jumping
that?
out of the building. What are they thinking? Oh my God! Oh my God! I saw.
Well, because there was no way they could save them. There was no way, no way they
Being
could
that
save
high, I
them.
would never want to work in a building that high. And
I know.
I'm just glad they got all those kids out.
Hey, look, I live in a 2-story house. I don't even like to go upstairs and look out the window because I get dizzy. I get vertigo. So, like, if I was going to, uh, unalive myself, it wouldn't be that way.
No, I
But some
guess
people,
so. They must, yeah. But that's so
oh,
sad.
drowning would be awful too.
Yeah, that's one. Mm-mm. But here I become a diver. So, but
Yeah, but you did scuba dive.
yeah, and I loved it. It was just so surreal. I mean, I can't begin to describe to you when you're in the ocean and you go down in there and it's just like, wow, it's so calm, and the colors are very vivid and
I would
they're
freak out.
beautiful, and the
One
fish.
fish would touch me and I would be out.
No, you know what? The big oh my gosh, I forgot what kind of fish they were. But they're some of the fish, they do come up to you. They're so used to scuba divers that the only ones that you can.
Jimmy.
Hi, Gemma.
Hey, Gemma.
Hi, Jamie. The only ones that they tell you don't even go near are the lionfish, because if you get stung by them, they say.
They're poisonous, right? They're an
Yeah.
invasive species.
And they were.
I've been watching a lot of like channels that show fish and alligators and crocodiles and
They're beautiful though. They're beautiful fish.
snakes.
And they went in and they found one that was in the coral, so people were like taking pictures of it. And we were all looking at it, and some of them, they get too close, they will come out at you, which one started to come out, and I was like way behind everybody, but as soon as I seen it come out, I was like, whoop, and I started to ascend. My dive buddy, who was my boyfriend at the time, was like, he looks up, where is she going? He grabbed my
So
fin.
when you scuba dive, you have to have a dive buddy.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
So what
Virtual
happens?
diving is never leave your dive buddy. Absolutely.
Okay, so how come that woman? Remember that guy married that woman, and they went on honeymoon in Australia, and
Mm-hmm.
she drowned.
Mm-hmm. That's why they think he did it.
How is that possible? If they had dive buddies, I mean, wouldn't someone know that she was out of
Yeah,
air?
where was his dive buddy? Where was her dive buddy?
Well, you would think it would be her husband, since she was
Exactly.
on her honeymoon.
That's
But
why
I think
they
they
were
charged
questioning.
him.
That's why they were questioning him.
Yeah, they charged him.
Mm-hmm. Because you're not supposed to leave your dive buddy. And exactly what happened was, like, a couple years later, a bunch of people went to the Keys, and this one group that we knew, and to go diving. One of the guys that went, and he was an avid diver, and just
Tell them who you met when you were scuba diving. Who's that actor?
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he was doing the movie Superman. So he had to get certified for diving because they were doing that one part where they were, underwater. And he was going to Canada to do it, and Canada wouldn't let them um, do the water part unless they were certified, which he made a big deal about it because he's like,
What's he like?
he's very sweet to women. He loves women. It's kind of a dick to guys. He has to warm up to. I mean, because seriously, no. Because when he was taking the class, he was my ex was a teacher and instructor, and he saw he had all these pictures of Kiss because he's a big Kiss freak, and he's like, "Oh, so you like the group Kiss?" And he goes,
Are
"Yeah."
you talking on your thing, your vape?
No,
I heard like crackling. What was that?
I don't know. I don't hear it. Do you really?
I thought I
Maybe
heard
it's your
that.
ghost. Who knows?
Maybe it is.
Is your ghost smoking? Tell him to stop it. He's being rude.
No, I don't smell smoke. I just hear. I heard like you know how it sounds. Oh God!
Somebody's smoking.
Like how it sounds when someone's vaping. How it's like
Yeah.
big noise. That's what I heard. I swear.
Well, maybe he's
I
vaping
swear.
now.
I swear. I'm not crazy. There's something goes on in this house, but maybe it won't be for much longer. We're going to
Yeah,
look at a
hopefully.
house. We're going to look at a house on Saturday. So
And it's pretty. I like it.
yeah.
I told her it's Carla's. It's Carla written all over it. I
Well,
like it.
the inside needs updated pretty
It's
bad.
okay. Hey, what house doesn't?
But yeah,
Okay.
we want to find out. You know what? The lot is really big. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's beautiful. She's got a nice size lot.
well, as soon as I get that
Wow.
house, if we get that house, I'm getting my dogs because it
Yep.
backs up. It backs up
Forest.
on yeah, and there's bears back there and lots of bears.
So I told her the best dog for bear is an Akita. Oh, my daughter has one.
Here, I'm not getting a Chihuahua to
Akitas are badass dogs. So that's
uh,
one you could get two. Two Akitas.
well, I'm getting one for sure. I'm getting one for sure. But
Scott said he heard it too. So, oh my goodness.
I already said to my husband, I want two dogs, and I
Mhm.
want them big, and I want a cat. So I want two dogs and a cat.
And you can have your cat roam outside, just not at night if there's a forest around.
No, it will be an indoor cat.
Yeah.
But I definitely want two dogs and big dogs.
Yep.
Maybe even a German Shepherd. I don't know.
My favorite dog.
I know.
Happy birthday, Carla.
God!
Oh, happy birthday to Carla.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
Happy
I don't celebrate
birthday
for
to you. Happy
my husband.
birthday to you.
You gotta hear this.
Happy
My husband,
birthday to
my husband did it this
Carla.
morning. He does for me before I get
Thank
up
you, Ginger
sometimes.
Locks. Thank you.
So
Happy birthday to
he calls
you.
me from work and he starts singing it to me. Like I wasn't gonna say
Aw.
anything.
Thanks, Ginger Locks. I forgot, and I knew it too. What a friend I am. Happy birthday. Look at Jonathan putting the dancing guys.
Stop it.
Jonas was yesterday. Aw. Happy birthday, Gemma. Happy
Oh, yours was
birthday to
yesterday. Oh my
you.
God.
Happy birthday to you.
Libras rock.
See? Libras.
Libras and Scorpios. Rock.
Yep. Mine's next month.
Yep.
Carla has a birthday. Carla
But I
has
don't
a
celebrate my
birthday.
birthdays. I
Too
don't.
bad. You're celebrating.
my
I told her
husband
that
even
too.
says,
Look
"What
at
do you want
everybody's giving. Everybody put up happy birthday cakes for Carla.
No,
Yes. Here, I'm doing it.
don't do that.
Yes. See,
That's
I'm on my phone. I
silly.
can't do it. Look how
I
cute.
was born
Cha
on
cha
the
cha.
13th. Unlucky 13th. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, everybody.
13 is my lucky
Hey, Babe
number.
Beauty. Thank you, Babe Beauty. I
Aw,
appreciate
thanks,
that.
guys. Oh, yes, it's
I
ladies'
didn't
night.
want to say anything about it.
No, she
Or
didn't. She told me that.
Ginger comes in and it's like, yeah, no, I didn't. I don't.
Thanks, Ginger. Thanks, Ginger Locks.
Damn it. My daughter, though, I got a really nice message from my daughter.
Oh, look at the birthday cakes Babe Beauty gave you.
Aw.
That's sweet.
So she calls, or she didn't call me because it's like 3 hours.
Oh, Joy said happy birthday.
And she left me a message because we
She said happy
FaceTime all the
birthday to
time.
Chris.
She left me a message on Facebook, and she said, "I love you to the moon, Mom. Happy birthday.
Aw.
Thank you enough for all you do for us and the kids." And oh my God, I was like, that was the best birthday present I could get. Was
Aw.
I'm sure hi Joy, how thank you.
That's so sweet. See,
I was
that's why you do this, because
They're
friends.
sweet people. Yeah,
Yeah, come on.
yeah. I just don't want, I don't like getting like attention. Like,
Oh my gosh, it's one time a year.
that's true.
So, and that's the best day of your life.
You think?
Yes, it is.
Not when you get to be my age. It isn't.
Oh, stop. It's not like you're 95. Stop
Oh,
it.
well, you would think I was, the way people say she's an elderly woman.
Oh,
I was
and
just like,
and
I'm
what?
walking around with a walker and,
And they're right behind you.
bent
So who
over.
cares? They're right behind you. Who cares?
And seriously, like I'm in
Okay.
probably better shape, like other than the health problems I've had, which don't last
Listen,
long. I'm, not in the hospital for extended periods of time, but
don't worry
other than
about
that,
it.
I've been pretty healthy in my life. Even my doctor said to me,
She's not walking with a walker.
well, no, the last time I went to my doctor, he did the whole exam and he goes, "I'll see you next year." So it's like, okay, I'll see you next year.
See?
So I must be in good shape. Even my blood pressure was down because I was taking blood pressure meds. My blood
You're
pressure.
still young, girlfriend.
I know.
Celebrate the numbers getting larger. It's a blessing. Thank you, Scott. It is a blessing.
Yeah, it is. It's not a curse. It's a blessing.
Absolutely.
But yeah. And I have, I earned every scar I have.
Exactly. She was born the same year my brother was.
Shush.
No, that's
We're
not
not going to talk about that.
That's a good year.
It was a good year.
There you go. 13's a good number. You know, my horoscope told me that 13's my lucky number.
13.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was born on the same day as my grandson.
Ah, well, my daughter was born.
My grandson was born on the same day as my husband, and I always remember my grandson's birthday, and I never remember his.
Well, I have to remember my husband's because he's on Labor Day.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, so
the weekend, Labor Day weekend. And my daughter was born on my sister's birthday.
See, my dad had two brothers. My dad was on the 1st of January. His brother was born on Thanksgiving. One brother was born on Thanksgiving. Where was the other? And the other one was born in Easter. So my grandmother had my dad and his two brothers, and they were all born on holidays.
So January 1st, Thanksgiving and Easter. 1st. Wow.
Well, he was born, I mean, it was different every year, but,
My son was the day after Christmas. I mean, I went in Christmas Eve.
We have a lot of December birthdays in our family.
Yeah, me do too. I went in Christmas Eve. They told me to go home because I wasn't dilated enough. And then I went back on Christmas Day and said, I'm having this baby.
Oh,
And I had him the next day.
just because you're walking with a walker
I
does not
know.
mean you're elderly.
That's why I said she's not walking with a walker.
But I'm not. Actually, I did when I was in the hospital for my staph infection because I was in bed for so long that they were scared I would fall over. But I didn't need a walker to walk. It was just that they didn't want me like passing out or whatever. Yeah. God, that was terrible. But that was the
Listen, you're as old as you feel. So don't even. My parents are in their 80s and they don't look it. So don't worry about it.
You're lucky to have your parents.
I know. Don't even say that. My dad is like,
You are lucky to have them because I wish I
mhm.
could call my mother. I lost my dad like years ago.
This is when they're getting health issues like crazy, and it scares me a lot. You know,
But my dad always had a bad heart. Like,
my dad had a 6 valve bypass in '96, so it's scary. It's very scary. So I'm always like calling to see how she's doing. And now my aunt, who's like, and she's up there in age, she's in her 90s. And she can go home, but she has to have 24-hour care. So now they're trying to find somebody to do that. And my
my
mom
dad
is
never, my
not
dad
happy.
always told us if I ever get to the point where I can't take care of myself, he said, unplug me.
No,
But
that's
who would be able to do that?
no. And my aunt, she's walking by herself now. She's doing really well. It's just that, she fell and she lives alone. So she has to have somebody there.
My
So
mom, guess how many days before Christmas?
I don't want to know.
73 days before
It's
Christmas.
God,
73 days. That's 2 months,
it's too soon.
little 2.5 months.
Yeah, that's too soon.
But we have a bunch of birthdays before Christmas. We'd have
Yeah, so do we.
5 birthdays in December.
And then after Christmas, my
We
dad,
had
my
four
sister,
birthdays in October.
hmm
I
October,
told our
November.
kids, just stop having babies. My God, we can't afford it.
um,
And two, oh my God, I was so
oh,
freaked.
I was trying to wonder what you were saying there, Joy. I'm like, is that shorthand?
What's that? What is that?
I'm a 9 at.
What's that mean?
I
I'm
don't know.
almost finished.
I'm almost finished. I'll take that one.
No, I'm okay. Like everybody keeps asking me if I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I am okay. I'm
She is.
feeling good actually. That I don't like the scar. The scar is ugly. It's really ugly, but I mean there's nothing I can do about that. That's done.
No, Michelle said that she showed you in Discord what you could use for that because she has it.
Yeah, I know I saw that. I'm gonna get some too.
It
But I don't
works.
know if that will work on a
Yep.
surgery scar.
Hmm.
I know it probably works on stretch marks and stuff.
No, it did. Did you see my funny photo in your Discord?
Uh, in the DM? Yeah, I did.
It's
What
not
is
good.
that, anyways? Was that like a teddy bear or something? I don't know how to copy. I don't know how to share photos. That's the thing. I can share a YouTube video and then I'll get a copyright strike just like that. I don't know how people do it all the time. They manage to go on live streams and play people's videos and they never get a strike
He
ever.
said no, it was a potato.
Oh, that's what it was, Mr. Potato Head. That's right. That's right. I'm sorry. I was too busy looking to watch that show, The Watcher.
Oh God, we're gonna binge. We can't wait to watch this
Oh, I
movie. And
know.
it's based on a true story, you guys. So if you all have, and I'm sure a lot of people have Netflix, it
If you guys
starts
have
today.
Netflix,
It's called The
go
Watcher,
go
based on a
watch
true
her.
story. These people buy their dream home, and this guy sends them a letter telling them that they're the new owners, and he is in charge of watching them and the house, and that's literally what he does. And in the movie, because I know a lady who said that
It's creepy.
it's
It's really,
based,
really creepy.
it is a true story, because she was in Jersey, and she said it is true. This guy did watch the house. It's very creepy. And I said, but the neighbors too. And she goes, no, that's like for the movie, I guess. But
It's not a movie though. It's a series.
it's no, it's not.
It says episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4.
It did, because it's so showed
Yes.
me the
Look it
movie.
up.
Well,
It says
then,
a bunch of
all
episodes.
right.
So you got to binge watch
It
it.
was like
Hi,
really.
Lady K.
Hi, Lady K. Good morning.
So yeah, if you get a chance, go watch
Start the
her.
series.
I don't want to talk about anything because I don't want, I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
Well,
But
I've been watching House of Dragon. You, Michelle, are like we even have a little group where we
I'm like,
go on Monday and discuss things. Yeah, and it's only like a couple episodes left. I'm bummed. It's a spin-off of Game of Thrones, I think.
that's what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's what,
And it's like a prequel to.
a prequel. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's not a sequel.
It's like 200 years before the dragon, kind of. So if everybody's into that,
right.
I'm sure they've been watching it. And then there's another one with the Lord of the Rings, which is also a prequel too. But the House of Dragons, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it.
Every time I get into something though, I binge watch and I binge watch. I watched that, what was that? Shameless. I watched all 10 seasons in a week. I watched it from start to finish in 1 week. I had it done. I couldn't stop watching it. I got a lot of crocheting done too, because I was crocheting while I was listening or watching it. They say Russians are fleeing Russia because Ukraine is taking ground. I hope the Ukraine does. So, kind of gone quiet. Did you not? Oh, she's muted. So yeah, we were talking about that little boy. I feel so. Send up prayers for him, Quentin. Poor little thing. They heading to Alaska. Really? Saving Hope is a great series. Saving Hope. I heard of that. Malibu Country with Reba. Where did you go?
My husband tried to call me, and I kicked him, and I guess from him trying to call me, kicked me out of here. So pissed me off.
I wonder if my husband will take me out for dinner tonight.
Tell him to.
I don't know. It's been such a shitty day today.
I haven't seen
I don't
She-Hulk. I saw it on there, but I haven't watched it. It is a shitty day. It's like kind of raining over here too,
It was pouring rain last night.
and it's cold.
Buckets. I'm not sure if it's cold or not. Let me see.
I like to binge watch too, Lady Kate. I love watch. I like doing
If I
that.
start watching something and I get into it, I just can't stop watching it.
Well, I started watching Blacklist, and there's like 8
That used to be on TV.
series. I know there's 8 series, so I started doing that because I'm like, oh yeah. She said, yes, go out for dinner, get wild, dance.
51 degrees and raining. That makes it cold.
Mm-hmm.
The rain makes it cold.
Well, all next week it's going to be in the 40s here.
Ugh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be here.
We're going to go check on the house, I think, too.
I am not. Yeah, it's going to. No. On Saturday, it's supposed to go up to 68 degrees.
Right here it says 48 and mostly cloudy.
Except we're going up north. And up north, it's going to be.
It's going to be colder.
It's going to be colder. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cold there. It's always cold there.
Michigan. So it's cold.
So so my husband calls me from work and he's singing happy birthday to me, and he goes, well, I didn't get you a present, but maybe I'll get you a house. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Oh, that's a nice present, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be nice.
yes, honey. And then I redecorate.
I told him we should look at a couple of houses before we decide.
Well, of
The
course, you
thing,
always do
he
that.
likes that house because of the
The
land
land. Well,
and
you
where it's
can just
located.
look at more houses with land. You never know. You might find,
Well, all the ones that I want, that I liked, are
mhm.
pending. So that means someone else made an offer and they're pending, approval or
Yeah,
whatever.
but you never know. It might fall through.
That's true.
'Cause,
But yeah, I hate even looking at a house that's pending.
hey, we looked at a house when everybody was, when all that was going on with everyone was looking at houses and the market was like really good and the interest rates were down real low. It was
Uh-huh.
horrible. We started looking in May and we actually put one down. We found one in August and we were all excited and he accepted our offer and when we had started to have the guy look at the house my son went in before and he started noticing that the floor was pitchy and my son is a mechanical engineer
And you
and
liked
he
that house too, didn't you?
yeah it was cute, it was well decorated, nice yard, everything. It had a, which I called it, was a she shed. I called it, but anyway, um
Oh, I want a she shed.
yeah, it was cute. It was 2 stories too on top of it. My son was looking at it and he's like, no mom. He goes, when is the guy coming in to do the inspection? And I told him and he said, I'm going to meet him here, which my son did. And the guy was outside and he starts talking about the roof and my son literally said, F that, let's go underneath. And he's like, why? And he goes, do you have a ball in your pocket? He goes, yeah. He said, throw the ball. And he did. And the ball went right in the middle. And he goes, and he looks at my son. He goes, yeah, we're going downstairs, which is hit a crawl space. And if guy knows anything about buildings, houses held up by pitches. And
Yeah.
he said every single one of them were leaning, which meant the house was ready to fall.
Well, that's why we want to go and have that. We're getting a private showing, but
You always
um,
have it
it's got
inspected.
a 3-car garage.
It's
So
beautiful.
he's happy about that. It's completely paved driveway. It's a really nice driveway.
Wow, Joy, that's awesome. That's what was going on with us too. I mean, this was like the third house that, I mean, this house, it was just a fluke that the guy said, first of all, he goes, the house was built in the 70s, and he just didn't even think that the house was built correctly. But he told me it would cost 80 to 100 grand to get this house back right.
They
He
say
goes,
it's a seller's market right now,
right now it is. Right now, yeah. So
but
we
all the
had to
houses
let that
we
go.
looked at were pretty decent, like price wise.
Just make sure you get it inspected really good. And right now,
Oh
too, they're doing
yeah,
that radon inspection. They want you to do that because that's a new thing now.
yeah.
So because when
It seems
houses
like
are
it really
older, they want you to do the radon thing. Anything that's built in the 70s and older, they want you to do the radon inspection. And then you got it. I think it's all about money, but they want you to, go into that. And it's like $2,500 to get the radon thing. And it's like crap. But we were just, always overbid, or it was always something when we were going through that. And it was getting so frustrating. And then we found our house. There was 3 of them that we looked at, and I liked it. And I said it was so cute. It looks like a little cottage, and it was a ranch. The only thing, it didn't have a basement, but I didn't care at this point because every time we looked at a house and we saw a basement, there was always issues. I mean, one house we saw the basement, you should have seen the floor. The floor started coming up. I go, what the hell's going on? So when we saw this, we liked it, but he's like, let's just keep looking. Let's keep looking. My gosh, it was driving me crazy. Um, then he wanted this one house that was, I didn't like the neighborhood. And I said, no, I put my foot down. I don't like the neighborhood. I don't want to go here. I go, why don't we go back to this other neighborhood? I really like this house. And he's like, yeah, but it was built in like the late 80s. I said, okay, so paint, carpet, you know, it's face work. And he goes, in the kitchen. I go, all right, so a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah. When you start doing it, it's not just a little bit of this and
What my
that.
husband said
You
too.
know,
And I said, well, don't, if we buy a house that needs updated, I said, we're not waiting like 10 years to do it.
mm-mm.
You know, we're going to start doing it right away.
Right
Get
away.
new
Yeah.
furniture and I want this. And he says, you want, you want, you want. I said, yeah, if we're going to get a new house, not new, brand new, like building, but I want a house that I want furniture and stuff like that.
See, and here's the thing, if you get something that's already done and they put all the money into it for upgrades and stuff, you're going to pay for that.
Right.
Versus if you get something that, like you said, it needs upgrading and work, you're going to do it, and it's going to be
You're
what
going to
you
do it the
want.
way you
You
want.
want it. And then who knows, maybe down the road when you sell it, you're going to get the money out of it. Okay. But if you want that for your forever home, it's what you want. So I think do it.
Well, I
I
know
say
he's
do it.
pretty much got his mind made up about that. But I said, there's a few things I don't like about it. So,
Oh no, really, Lady K. That's what always happens too. After you do, that's what happened to my sister. She put 80,000 to her house, and right after everything was done, her husband wanted to move.
yeah, no, if we got our house and fixed it all up, I don't want to move. I want to move every 2 years. You know what I mean?
No. But did you read Joy? He said she had 23 offers and
Yeah, I
sold
know.
without actually listing.
I mean, if we could make a lot of money and then,
130 over asking. Yeah, it was ridiculous the prices that they were getting for houses. I mean, we started seeing houses and it was like 159, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a good, or asking price, or 259. That's not bad. And then before you know it, the house is like $100,000 more than asking price, because people were just like, no, we'll take it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
The
you
bidding
can't.
wars were going nuts. It was just
That's like I
crazy.
said, like all those houses that I liked, most of the ones I liked were all pending. So someone had already made an offer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're already pre-approved. We don't even need a mortgage. We're just paying cash for it.
That's even better.
Well, we have, I mean, you know, why not?
Mm-hmm. Mortgage free. And then you can do all your upgrades.
That's what I told him. If we're going to do this and we're going to pay cash for a house, then we're not waiting 10 years to do all the upgrades that I want. Hi,
No.
Fancy.
Hi, Clancy.
We're not,
No, why would you?
and I want, because my furniture is ratty and it's older and, next year, NASA has to tell the Pentagon and the congressman and the new president about what's happening in space, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know much about that. I don't really keep abreast of um, UFO stuff.
Space Wars. That's nice when your house is paid off. It does feel good. My sister was saying that
I mean, you still have
she paid off.
taxes and stuff, you
Yeah,
still have
but
taxes to pay.
taxes and utilities,
The
that's it.
taxes, when you think about it, I mean, the taxes where we're moving to are not that bad.
No. Plus, when you, like with the seniors, you get, like my parents, they get the discount because,
Right.
you know, so that's even better. But yeah, when they paid off their house, I mean, their taxes are, because they live in a townhouse, so their taxes are unbelievably high. And they live in a nice town that's beautiful, and it's very, very high end
Well, if you
houses.
live in town or if you live in a place that has maintenance, like a condo or whatever, where
Hmm.
you have to pay what is it, homeowners?
Homeowner association, and
Yeah,
that
so you
goes up
have to pay
every
that.
couple years. That's ridiculous how high they can go up.
I mean,
It's terrible.
across the street from where we live, there's condos,
Hmm.
and I mean, they have people, you know, snow removal people. They have people that,
They cut your grass. They do the
yeah,
snow
cut the
removal.
grass and yeah, but they pay for it.
Hmm.
You know?
And then here's the thing: if your neighbor's roof goes bad, you have to help pay for that because you're all connected. You know, so
They're nice. They're huge. Those condos across the street from us, they're huge.
really.
But what happened was when they built those condos across the street, they scared all the snakes over here because of the construction they were doing. And
Oh,
I went to the
nice.
basement. Yeah, one got into my house one time.
Ew.
Yeah, I went down to the basement and it bit me on the foot when I went downstairs. And I was like calling my husband at work. I said, I don't know if this thing is poisonous or not, but he just bit me. I
Oh
was scared.
gosh.
I was screaming. And then I called my neighbor because I know my neighbor used to have snakes. So I called him over and he looked at it. He goes, it's non-poisonous. I said, well, thank God, because I got bit. I was scared. I was ready to go for anti-venom and all that.
Lady K said she would have peed her pants.
Oh, almost did. I was screaming, I bet you, for about 45 minutes straight
Ugh.
because I knew it was downstairs. I knew it was down there. And it coiled itself around my leg
Ah!
before it bit me. So now, because I know how they can get in, they can scoot underneath the garage, the garage door. And,
Mm-hmm.
and, and, what was I going to say? I know. Yeah. So when I go down to the basement now, it's my Uggs and thick socks. That's it. I won't go down without my socks and my Uggs.
Mm. I saw
Scares
Tik
the crap out of me to be
on
down
TikTok this lady called a guy because there was a big one. It was a rattler too, and he hid behind the dog's feeding bowl. So she called the guy in to get it, and he grabbed it with his grabber, and the damn thing took it. You should see his tail came up, and he wrapped it around his. Tried
there.
to, yeah, wrapped it around the
Oh.
grabber thing, and he stuck it in the bucket, let it go, and then put the lid on it. I was like, oh hell no. Mm-mm.
And they have a few rattlesnakes up there where we're moving, where we're going to move. Maybe if we get the house.
They got what?
Rattlesnakes.
Oh, around there?
Yeah.
You better be
They have
careful with the dogs.
rattlesnakes. They have bears. They have, well, there's deer, but
Careful with the dogs.
told you. I know. I know.
Oh boy.
Well, there's not a lot of those snakes around. Most of them are non-venomous, but there are a few rattlesnakes around there. My husband says, "Oh, you're crazy." Well,
Uh-uh.
I know there's bears. I know there's bears because it's not far from where my mother-in-law used to live, and she used to have to bungee cord her garbage shut so that the bears wouldn't get into her garbage.
Oh, that's so good.
Scary. I don't know what I'd do if I saw a bear come in my yard. I don't know what you're supposed to make a lot of noise.
Yeah,
You're supposed to make a lot of noise.
I hear it over here. The garbage can's always rattling, and he gets up and he's looking around.
I don't think you have bears though. Where
It's a squirrel or it's a raccoon. No, we don't have bear here. I don't think so. I don't know. It's Michigan. Who knows? But we're right by the lake,
isn't
so
shape shifting metal considered Well,
Nanotechnology.
it might be. You're asking someone who doesn't know much about technology. Yeah, I just about peed my pants, Lady K. Honestly, I was scared. I was scared of snakes. Snakes and spiders.
I hate spiders.
Oh my god. One time I was in the house and this wood spider landed on me and I swear it had fur on it. It was so huge. And I was like, get
No.
rid of it, get rid of it. He goes, what do you want me to do? I said, get rid of it. Because I was like freaking out. He says, it's just a wood spider. I said, is it like one of those
I
poison?
don't care if it's a wood spider, a
Oh my
green
God, it was,
spider,
I
a
swear
wolf
to God,
spider.
it was
Get
like a silver dollar size spider.
kill it. I asked you to kill it. It's like my husband yesterday when he brought the dog in, something flew in and it was on the floor, the dog sniffing it, and I'm like, get out of there, it could be a tick, because I'm like, by the way, she doesn't have a tick, guys. So I'm pushing her and I go, Mike, get it. I had like ballerina slippers on. I'm like calling him and he was like, why?
But
Oh,
not in my house,
stop it.
Jonathan. See, he says snakes have a purpose as well as spiders. Snakes need to eat rats. Spiders need to trap flies. Yeah, but not in my house.
Not in my house either.
Yeah, not in my
Like I
house.
said, there's one huge one in my garage. I'm not kidding you guys. This sucker is big. I could see the hairs on his legs. It's black.
Oh my God. I would
And
die.
I had to go out. We have a side door, and that's where our garbage
Oh.
cans are. And I start walking with the garbage and the dog's next to me, and I stopped in my tracks because he's coming down his web and he sees me. And I'm serious. He stopped and then he went like 240 down and he stops on the ground and looks at me and I'm backing up. I put the garbage bags down. I backed up and I go, it's all yours. You do what you got to do. I'm going in the house. And when you're gone, I will come back. And I told the dog, let's go. And the dog's looking at me. I said, no, 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 no. Let's go. This is his house. Let's go. I was like, and I was telling my husband, he goes, it's okay because he's going to eat all the bugs in it. I'm like, this sucker's huge. I've never seen, and he's black. He goes, it's all right. So I came back a couple hours later. He was gone through the garbage. And as I closed the door, start walking away, he was by the wall. And I seen him go by behind the boxes where we have the tile to do the bathroom. And I'm like, that's okay. You just stay. Take care. Have fun.
A spider
Mm-mm.
versus scorpion. A big lizard eats a snake. Ooh, really? There are some snakes that are immune to venom. Or lizard. Is it lizards? No, some kind of animal is immune to snake venom. I watch these
Um,
animal shows all the time.
Stop talking about spiders. I hate them.
I know, I'm getting it.
But when it rains out, there's frogs by my house because when it rains and it's humid, it stops raining. Every time the dog goes out, I see her go by the garden hose and I look and there's a cute little frog there.
Aw.
So cute. And there was a smaller one, and I picked it up with the little shovel and I put it over by the grass, and it was gone like a half hour later.
See,
And
I
then
don't mind those. Those don't
they're
bother.
so cute. They're
We
like
found
little
a turtle
bullfrogs.
in our garden.
But I
Couple
mean,
years ago, we found a turtle. It was like a
aw.
good sized turtle. It was about the size of my hand.
And
Yeah.
my husband said when he was cleaning up the backyard because they had these trees that I don't know, they cut into spiral like to make it fancy. My husband took all the bushes and trees out of the backyard, and he said one of the trees that were in the corner, he said there was a huge bullfrog in there. And I go, what's with the frogs around here? is that a weird thing? Is that an omen thing? Because now that's all I'm seeing is like frogs. Are they living under the house?
Oh God.
But they're cute.
Well,
They
better
funny.
than snakes.
Oh
Better
my
than
god, yeah.
snakes and spiders.
Yep. And
So,
they'll take care of that too.
or fire ants. Yeah, fire ants. Oh,
Could destroy a fire. Oh, really? I don't like fire ants.
boy, a spider. Oh,
Really?
I don't like any ant, any bug that can sting or bite.
And he was so cute. He was like brownish green with like black stripes on him.
Brownish green.
Mm-hmm. That frog.
Hmm.
Soft, because when I picked him up I pet him. Like, oh, you are so cute.
Well, guys, I'm gonna do a giveaway one of these days. I got so many things that I've made that I want to give away, like market bags. I think I made 6 or 7 of them. I made a bunch of dishcloths. I made um, some hats. I made some leg warmers. So anybody, I'm going to have a giveaway one of these days. I'm going to give away something, and a market bag with stuff inside and a gift card. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do, like how I'm going to do this. But
We
you
should
have
do
to be,
have like a quiz or something like that. Really
yeah.
fun like
The
thing,
only
and
thing is with that, with a quiz, you can always
or
look
guess
it up on
numbers, or
the internet. Yeah.
you know,
You can
make
Google
it like
stuff.
just think of what something that you would do. What did I do? Or like when you talked about something in your
Yeah.
live the day before, I said something about this. What did I say? What was it?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The first one to answer the correct one.
Yeah. See who, right.
I've got a bunch of stuff to give away though.
So
So,
pay attention, guys,
so
because you
yeah,
never
pay
know.
attention and keep coming back,
Yeah.
because there's not that much people. If you notice, there's not that many people that come in here. So you have a really good chance. Like today,
Yep.
you'd have a 1 in 16 chance of winning,
Right.
probably 1 in 10 chance of winning, because I got that much to give away. So
So then almost everybody would be a winner.
almost everybody'd be a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
but
she'll
anyway,
announce it soon,
yeah.
and then watch, she'll get like 50 people that day.
Yeah, and then I won't. The next day I'll have like 10 people.
It's okay.
But
It'll be soon. It'll be within the next week or so. How's
yeah,
that? And she'll announce it in her community post.
yeah, I'll make an announcement. But
Yeah, it'll
I
be
think
something
I'm
fun
gonna,
to look forward to.
Michelle.
Michelle! Oh, here she comes. Finally.
Can't shut down now
Well,
because Michelle's here.
right?
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I think I'll just make it like, well, what did we talk about yesterday? Name something we talked about yesterday, and whoever
Or
answers
one thing that,
first.
or name something that Jonathan said that he gave Carla, and she
Yeah,
thought it was something else. Just something like that.
yeah,
And see who is paying attention. Or what is the one thing that Carla hates the most? You know?
yeah.
So we're going to start doing that. So pay attention to
Yeah, I
the
want to
next
start doing some fun things on here instead of,
the next couple lives. I think we'll have Trivia Thursday or something like that. The next
like
couple
I
lives.
said, the name of my stream today is Garbage Day, and I said, don't you wish they had a garbage day for YouTube, because there's such garbage on here anymore.
And we can toss the garbage out.
Yeah, and just toss it out. Like, it really was our garbage day today, though.
Yeah, here it is too. At home, it's on Fridays.
See, now I can't. Now I can't leave because Michelle's here, so I have to stay. I gotta think of things to say now.
Let's see.
She was so early.
Michelle, I know you heard about what happened last night, the garbage talk last night.
What was
Um,
that? What was that?
the one I was telling you earlier. I don't even want to talk about that. That's like, ugh.
About that baby?
No, the other one. You just woke up? Oh, yeah, you worked last night. I forgot.
Poor thing.
But the baby one,
You don't be sorry. The what?
the baby one that we were talking about too, that's horrible.
Oh, that poor little guy. Yeah.
Prayers for little Quentin.
Yeah. That's so sad. I don't know how people can do that to their own kids.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? She knows.
I really don't. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. How parents can kill their own children.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will never understand
And the
it.
mom is saying that she doesn't remember shit. Okay, that's a good way to.
Now, I don't believe that.
He should have been protected. Yeah, thank you, Lady
That's
K.
crap. That's bull crap.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to try to say that insanity. I don't believe that. And why now? Why is the grandmother saying something now?
Um, because she should be charged too.
Oh, I'm sure she will be
She's probably she's
because she knew.
probably saying something now because she wants to cut a deal. Because otherwise, I mean, she'd be an accessory, if not accessory to murder, but accessory after the fact, right? Is
Hmm.
that right?
And somebody said something about they let the father go or the boyfriend or something like that after questioning him, and they're like, why? I don't know. Yeah, grandma, it's a little too late. I would have taken that sweet boy. Right. Anybody would. He was so cute. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And
The
did you see
big brown
his
eyes.
picture? He was so
Oh
adorable.
God, was he adorable. I mean, so many people trying to have babies that can't, you know.
Exactly. Like if you can't have a baby or you don't want your kid anymore, give it up for adoption.
Hmm.
I think you can
She was
even,
responsible for him. She had custody. That makes it even worse. And you knew about it. Oh, that makes it worse.
well, how did they find out? Did she go to the police? Did she squeal on her daughter or because I
Yeah.
don't know the story.
And how long did she know about it?
Well, it's too long. If she knew about it for a
One
day,
day, it's
too
right.
long.
Exactly. She should have. She was responsible. So the daughter called 911. The daughter called 911.
So the mother of the little boy called 911. Correct? Is that how it happened?
Give Lady K a link and let her come up and tell us.
Do you want to come in? Come up and tell
Yes.
me? Does she want to come up?
You want to come up, Lady K, so you can kind of tell us really quick?
Okay. Yeah, because I don't.
I'm kind of confused now.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, come up. Come
Or
up.
Michelle or someone. Oh, she's at work. Michelle, you want to come up?
Oh, okay.
I know Michelle.
Somebody give me a Remy recap. I don't know what's going on.
But just wait. I'm sure things will come out and more than one will be charged. I don't know
Oh,
a lot
probably.
about this one. It's still new. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Everybody was finding out about it last night.
Well, it's
That's why
coming
I
out in
like,
dribs and drabs.
yeah,
That's what the problem is.
just like that other one. Me, I don't know enough.
Well, that's what I said to Nanya this morning. I said, I don't know enough to even talk about it.
Yeah, because I found out last night. I was sleeping and then my phone turned on. I saw the light blink and I was like, what? What? It was like two things were going on. And I'm trying to listen to one. And then I turned that off to listen to the baby one. And I was like, what? The grandma had custody but was out of town working. The babysitter had to force the mom to call 911. Oh. Wow. But the grandma, but the grandma knew about it though. Or did she? The dad was at work. He said son was asleep at 5:45 when he left the house. But how long was this kid was missing for a while though? Right?
What's that?
The boy was missing for a while.
Yeah, I know he was missing. I don't know. I don't think he was missing for that long. Was he?
Yeah, I thought it was like the grandma knew abuse was going on. The babysitter told the grandma. So the grandma knew that there was abuse going on. She was abusing that baby.
Oh.
He's just eat the goof. I can't.
You know, if I knew my kids were abusing their kids, I would turn them
He
in.
was missing like 3 hours before the 911 call was made. Okay.
The dad was at work. He said son was asleep at
5:45.
5:45 when he left the house.
See, so many twists and turns. Wait, the people involved will start turning on each other. Oh, that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. So the babysitter, it seemed like the babysitter knows a lot more and made the mom call.
That's so sad.
The babysitter must have known. So did she drive the kid to the landfill, or did she put the kid in the garbage can and wait for the garbage to get picked up? How did this happen?
I have
That's
no
what I like to
idea.
know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But he was being abused. That makes it even worse.
There's so many things going on that's like, oh my God. Why can't we be happy? That's why I don't watch the news.
I know.
My husband says, why don't you watch the news? I said, because of all this shit that goes on all the time.
Mhm.
But anyways, I'm going to shut down. It's been over an hour, and I don't usually go on for much more than an hour.
Okay.
So watch for
Happy birthday. Happy birthday again. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody that wished me happy birthday. I appreciate it. Ginger Locks, I'm going to kill you for coming in here and saying that.
I think she put him out in the trash. She made sure garbage was picked up before she called 911.
Oh,
Wow.
my God. That is so sad.
Look at they're giving you happy birthdays again.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to shut down. And
All right, guys.
I'm going to go watch
The Watcher.
You guys need to watch that. It's going to be good. And it's based on a true story.
Yeah, maybe we should quiz everybody on that.
Yeah, maybe I'll quiz you on The Watcher.
Mm-hmm. That'll be one of the... Love you too, Jonathan. That'll be one of the questions that we ask you.
Yeah.
For the giveaway.
Love you, Jonathan.
You sweetheart.
Take care. Okay, guys.
All right, guys. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks
be safe.
For coming in.
The Watcher, not the Witcher. The Watcher.
Yeah, The Watcher.
Remember the new one? It was supposed to start today on Netflix, Michelle.
Yeah, The Watcher.
About the house, the new house. The people buy the new house, and somebody's watching them.
I watched the very first episode, but I think there's 6 or 7 episodes, anyways. So,
I remember that old. Remember you kept telling me there's a movie, the old people, and I was like, "What is she talking?" I found it, and I'm like,
"Isn't that weird?"
I'm not watching it. You said something about do they eat people?
Don't watch it.
Okay.
It's disgusting. It's I couldn't even watch it.
It says something about a mom tries
eating food, and food was coming out of his mouth. It was disgusting.
Is it people? Yes, it's based on a true story, Michelle. I thought. Did you say they eat people?
No, he was eating food and it was like he was spitting it out of his mouth and it was just
Yeah.
I was like, "Bleh, bleh." It was making me sick. It was making me sick.
I was just reading the thing, and it says that mom is trying to survive and what her family over what these old people are doing. Trying to,
Mhm.
so I was like,
Yeah,
oh
because not everybody's old. That's why when you were telling me about that other movie about the old people, I'm like, that's not the same one I watched. I watched a
no,
different
this was
one.
the beach where the people turn
Yeah,
old when they
I
get on the
watched that one
beach.
too. I saw that one, and that was a good movie too.
The
But
end was better. I
the
just,
other one, Old People, didn't like that much.
yeah,
No,
I'm
did
not
not
gonna
like
watch it
that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna shut down
for real.
for real now this time.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you that come in.
Yes.
And I got a small chat, but that's okay.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Bye.